one global village. Why then do you live back in the days? Don't be left behind. Join the new normal of digital world. Let radio and television be at your fingertips. Get news and current events, entertainment, sports, kiddies programs, and more at your beck and call on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. Just visit and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on all social media platforms. Then you are a global citizen. Al-IyamoyeTv and radio, voice of the voiceless.
Al-IyamoyeTv Radio, voice of the voiceless.
This is the World News on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. Good afternoon. I am Modupe Akinyosoye. Here are the top stories. Federal government to commit 8 billion naira as group life assurance policy for fallen heroes' families. Supreme Court upholds President Tinubu's election. In business, maritime workers begin nationwide strike October 30. On the foreign scene, court fined Donald Trump $10,000 for violating GAG order. In sports, Super Falcons, Ethiopia's play out a 1-1 draw in 2024 Olympic Games qualifiers. Details of this and more coming up shortly. Welcome back. Now the news and details. The federal government has pledged to commit at least 18 billion naira to cover group life assurance benefits to soldiers who lost their lives in the line of duty. The fund would also incorporate other expenses and entitlements for families of fallen heroes of the Nigerian Armed Forces. President Bola Tinubu made the pledge on Wednesday while launching the Emblem Appeal Fund for the 2024 Armed Forces Remembrance Day at the State House in Abuja. President Tinubu also assured of his administration's continued support to the nation's armed forces by repositioning the army. In another news, President Bola Tinubu has approved the appointment of 9 new resident electoral commissioners for the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, for a 5-year term each. The special advisor to the President on Media and Publicity, Ajiri Ngelale, said in a statement on Wednesday that the appointments are subject to the confirmation of the Nigerian Senate. Those appointed are Mr. Issa Ehimekne for Edo State, Mr. Bamidele Agbede for Ekiti State, Mr. Jani Bello from Gombe State, Taye Ilayasu from Kwara State, Bumi Omoshaindemi of Lagos State. Others are Yaya Bello of Nasarawa State, Professor Mohammed Yalwa from Niger State, Dr. Anogum Onuoha from River State, and Mr. Abubakar Dambo of Zamfara State. The Supreme Court on Thursday affirmed President Bola Tinubu of the All Progressives Congress APC as the valid winner of the presidential election that held in the country on February 25. The Apex Court, in its lead judgment that was prepared and read by Justice Inyang Okoro, held that there was no merit in the petition that a former president and candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, filed to nullify the outcome of the election. The Supreme Court said it had in past judgments made it clear that there was a difference between the election result collation system and the IREF portal. The former chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, Abdulrashid Bawa, has been released from detention. Bawa was arrested by the Department of State Service, DSS, on June 14, 2023, hours after his suspension from office as EFCC chairman by President Bola Tinubu over alleged abuse of office. Bawa was freed on Wednesday night at the national headquarters of the Secret Police in Abuja after spending 134 days in detention. The Secret Police have not publicly filed charges against him or disclosed the nature of his offense since his arrest and detention. The federal government has assured the residents of Isheri North Community in Ifo local government area of Ogun State of permanent solution to the perennial flooding disturbing the area and other parts of the state. The report is packaged and presented by Oluwatobiloba Akimade. The Oyo State High Court sitting in Ogbomoso has overturned the appointment of the new Shoun of Ogbomoso, Oba Gandhi Olaoye, citing illegality of the selection process. The court ordered that the Oyo State government conducted a fresh selection process to enthrone a new king. The judgment followed a suit filed by one of the contestants, Kabir Laoye, who argued that Olaoye was not eligible to be appointed as the Shoun, claiming that his appointment was illegal. You are listening to the World News on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. Still to come, business, foreign and sport news. Stay with us. Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. Now to the rest of the news. In business and economy news, the Maritime Workers Union of Nigeria on Wednesday said members would resume the suspended strike in the shipping sector of the nation's economy from October 30. The President General of the union, Adewale Adeyanju, announced this in a statement on Wednesday. He said the directive became necessary due to the unwillingness of the shipping company's representative towards the negotiation of a minimum standard condition of service for the sector. He noted that the shipping branch of the union would commence the suspended indefinite action throughout the nation's port formations after the expiration of the renewed 7-day ultimatum issued. On the foreign scene, embattled former President of the United States, Donald Trump, was fined $10,000 by a New York judge for violating a partial gag order on Wednesday. Judge Arthur Egoron had on October 3 issued a partial gag order against the former president after Trump slammed the judge's law clerk, Alison Greenfield, on social media. The Republican presidential aspirant had in a photo shared featuring Greenfield and United States Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer hinted that the clerk had a personal relationship with the Democrats and was therefore unfit to work with the judge in this case. This will be the second time Trump is fined, for the same violation after he was ordered to pay $5,000 on Friday. And in the world of sports, Super Falcons on Wednesday played out a 1-1 draw against Ethiopia in the 2024 Olympic qualifier game. Super Falcons captain Rashidat Ajibade's scorching shot from the edge of the box 6 minutes after the restart. The Nigerian girls wasted a lot of goal-scoring chances in the game. Both teams will clash again at the MKO Abiola National Stadium, Abuja, on Tuesday, with the winner on aggregates going to the next round. To end the world news, a quick recap of the major stories. Report said that federal government to commit 18 billion naira as group life assurance policy for fallen heroes' families. Supreme Court upheld President Tinubu's election. In business, we told you the maritime workers to begin nationwide strike October 30. On the foreign scene, court fined Donald Trump $10,000 for violating gag order. In sports, we reported that Super Falcons and Ethiopia played out a 1-1 draw in 2024 Olympic Games qualifier. The World News was edited and produced by Abida Tawhid. For more news and updates, you can follow us on our social media platform. On Facebook, www.facebook.com/Al-IyamoyeTV and radio. On the X platform at Iyamoye_TV. On Instagram at Al-IyamoyeTV. You can also stream live by logging on to our website, www.aliyamoyetvradio.com. Thank you so much for listening. I am Modupe Akinyosoye. Good afternoon.